Hello and welcome. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's get the party started. This has been a long time coming, I think. We finally got this mod working exactly how I want. This is episode number 1 of Let's Play Project Balance for Crusader Kings 2. If you haven't been paying attention to the pre-episode 1 episodes, Project Balance is an overhaul mod. When I say overhaul, though, you got to take it with a grain of salt, because it's not really like, say, Elder Kings or Game of Thrones, where the game seeks to overhaul everything about the game. Instead, the mission, the goal behind Project Balance is to balance regular CK2. Now, I am playing with some sub-mods to go along with it. These are fully compatible, modular, they're supposed to go along with it. And I have combined them into a single mod file, so that if you would like to play along with me or play the same type of version of this, there's a link in the description below for this version of Project Balance that I am playing. It is only compatible with version 1.092, and as of the date of this recording, there is an expansion, The Old Gods, coming out within about 3 weeks. So just be prepared that if you want to play this mod, this is designed for 1.092. So it may or may not be compatible after the patch. But without further ado, let's begin. I've decided that I have enough series out already that showcase my ability to min-max and, like, you know, conquer the whole world. If you're interested in a world-conquering Let's Play, I suggest you go take a look at either the Duke of Bulgar playthrough or the Duke of Northumbria playthrough. Northumbria is Prince and the Thane mod, and Bulgar is Vanilla CK2. This is going to be a role-play type playthrough, meaning that we are going to act out and have fun with the traits and ambitions and all that kind of stuff based on our character's stats and their traits. So if my character is slothful, then I'm going to be lazy. If my character is ambitious, then I'm going to be ambitious. If he's a cynical master assassin, then we're going to murder as many people as we can. So it's going to be fun. We may conquer the whole world. We'll see. It just depends on what kind of traits we end up getting. Now, in trying to decide where to play, the only real major version of the game I haven't really addressed yet is the Byzantine Empire, because there was a mod specifically for it called the Legacy of Rome. Gave a lot of extra features to the Byzantines and the Orthodox Church, and I wanted to start off inside the Byzantine Empire. So I've selected this guy here, Drongarios Alexandros of Skopje. He's a triple count, and that's who we're going to play. So let's get started. Alright, so this is my very first time firing up Project Balance after getting the mod working, so I love the fact that Meneth, the mod maker, has put in this nice little welcome screen. Again, since this is a roleplay version, a roleplay playthrough, I'm going to take my time. I'm not rushed. If you doubt my ability in the game, or you think that I'm taking my time because I don't know what I'm doing, I can assure you that that is not the case. I am just going to slow the pace down on this one because I want to enjoy it, take my time. So, with that being said, we're going to read stuff and have some fun. So let's go. So welcome to Project Balance. This event is here to set up the campaign and to give you a brief introduction. Project Balance is much more minimalistic than most major mods. Instead of trying to remake the game, I've made tweaks in order to make the game both more enjoyable and more historically plausible. Make sure to check the "Is War Possible" decision to see if you meet the restrictions. If you encounter any problems, please contact Meneth directly. Again, this guy is fantastic. I can't tell you how much I support him. I think he's a great guy. Really, really good stuff. I also strongly agree with him renaming his mod from Belisange to Project Balance, because before it was called Project Balance, I had absolutely zero interest in his mod whatsoever because I didn't understand what it was. It's like some foreign language. Anyway, okay, so let us begin. So we are Drungarios Alexandros. So I'm assuming Drungarios is the code or the name for a count. Let's check that. We have a doe. I believe that's pronounced doe. Reminds me of Homer Simpson. Come on, there's got to be another individual count somewhere that we can check that against. There we go. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Alright, so let's take a look at our character. We are a schemer. A flamboyant schemer with a hair lip. I like this music, by the way. We're also arbitrary. Excellent. This makes decision making very easy for me. I'm presented with 4 choices. Nah, just pick one. We are cynical, so we're not a very pious character. So we're definitely not going to support the church. We're envious, so we're going to envy our neighbors and our courtiers' wives and all that stuff. Actually, probably not envy our courtiers' wives. Envy our courtiers that have wives that we want. But we're also humble, which is interesting. Humble and cynical are kind of contrary. But, alright, so what would a flamboyant schemer who is arbitrary and envious want to do as an ambition? Let's take a look and see what our options are. Well, certainly we wouldn't want to become a paragon of virtue. I don't know. I have no learning at all. We are very stupid. I can't really see one that really matches up with anything, so let's just work on stewardship. Every now and then I'm going to have to just default to some somewhat logical choices. I have an excellent... Wow, check it out. 21 stewardship. Is his name Megas Logothetes? No, that's the name of my... Cool, so all this stuff got renamed. I'm going to have a brutal time with pronouncing a lot of this. My gosh. Kefel Gennadios. Also known as a chancellor. This is a marshal. This is a steward, a spymaster. See, like, for some reason they didn't localize spymaster for this thing, but whatever. Okay, so we have just a little bit of land. We need to get married. Who to marry? Aragon. You know, I'd really rather probably try to get somebody nearby within the realm that we could get an alliance with. Somebody that's on our level. So let's take a look at the realm tree and see if we can find another count that has children we can marry. I really wish the screen could be resized properly, but I think I'm going to be pretty unlikely to find anybody who has ready daughters that are just ready to be married off. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, later on in the game we'll be able to do stuff like that. Don't really want a betrothal. Then again, we're arbitrary, so yeah, just pick one. Sounds good. We need a wife, after all. Looks like our holdings are relatively not that good. Now, one of the things that's interesting about this mod is that technology has kind of been overhauled a bit. So technology starts off a little bit less spread, and it spreads along the coasts much quicker. And also, infrastructure here increases the supply limit. And sieging was combined into one technology. Instead of having siege equipment and then whatever the other one was, infrastructure took its place. So I love that. I think that's really cool. So, let's see. What do we want to do? Where's our capital? Where's my capital? Scotch. Okay. We have no technology there. Well, that's clearly a mistake. We don't want to use that one then. Let's change our capital to probably this one. Oh, excellent. Level 2 legalism. Yep, that's our new capital. Well, that's a very easy decision. Okay, so now we are living here in Ohrid. And I think probably the best thing to focus on is going to be popular customs, because it's almost to level 2. So let's focus on popular customs. Next up, let's look at this one. Town infrastructure, I think, would probably be best, because it's almost level 1 in this county. And as far as military goes, we've actually got level 1 and everything, so what is our cultural building? Apparently we don't get one. Hey, that's neat. Check it out. Retinue size is actually factored into a lot of these buildings. Not only do you get like cavalry, but you also get some increased retinue. Retinue. That's kind of neat. I like that. Something else I remember reading about was that retinues are much smaller now, to allow for you to fill in your retinue cap much simpler, much easier. Or rather, I thought they were. These ones, though, look rather big. Maybe that's just because, I don't know. Makes me think that maybe the mod's not 100% functional. Because I thought that I remember checking on another version and they were smaller. But, oh well, whatever. This is the way I'm going to play it. So, if it's not perfect, then it's not perfect. No big deal. Okay, so, alright. What are we doing next? Collect taxes. Yep, that looks unchanged from regular CK2. All of our military things are the same, so we'll just train some troops. We should also probably scheme or build a spy network. Let's, I don't think I have a direct liege, do I? Oh, I do, my half-brother. Theodulos. So this is my, yeah, might as well scheme there, why not? I'm a flamboyant schemer, after all. Okay, and I'm also I'm envious. I am envious of my brother! Ah, yes, that sounds good. Might as well research cultural tech. And at the same time, let's improve diplomatic relations with my brother, so hopefully he doesn't do anything. Now, one of the big changes to this mod also is that the taxation, or the laws are different. So instead of having just low, medium, high, you've got a sliding scale for each. So, feudal focus, you can either focus on levies or focus on taxes. You cannot have both. And you can only shift it once at a time. So, you know, right now we have purely a levy focus, and we can shift it downward, reducing the levy we gain, but gaining more in tax. So you can only do one or the other. As far as obligations go, we can just increase their obligations, which looks like that increases everything across the board. That's kind of neat. Focusing on taxation from the burghers, that's good. I like taxes from them. We could increase their obligations, increasing everything, another 10% tax rate. Wow, if we bump that all the way up, we could get them up to, looks like 75% taxes. That's awesome. They would hate us for it, of course, but... And this one's kind of nice, so there's no opinion loss for shifting the focus. Nice. Clergy focus is balanced. I don't know. Well, we don't really have any feudal vassals at this point. We just have some mayors, really. Mayors and bishops, because we're just a count. So there really wouldn't be any reason to consider moving feudal obligations up, but we could move taxes up. It's only -5 opinion. Everyone likes us pretty darn well, so let's do that. Although we're arbitrary, so would we really be making such a wise decision? I'm gonna do it anyway. I want to get things set kind of in a way that makes sense to me, and then after we're playing a bit, then we'll continue to roleplay out stuff. So I've arbitrarily decided to increase the burgher obligations. It's completely arbitrary. Right. Now here's another big change. So let's take a look at this. We're probably not going to get very much playtime in. In fact, the date might not even change on this first episode. But we're just taking a look, getting the feel for the new mod. You've got show loan decisions. So instead of having just one decision, take a loan, you've actually got a button that you click that then opens up more buttons. Right? So we've got take a small loan, take a medium loan, large loan, huge loan. And dependent on the size of your... I have to be at least a duke for this and have more than 80 gold a year in income. I need to either be a merchant republic or be a duke or higher, 40 income. Or I need... rank is higher than count. Oh, okay, excuse me, you need to be a king to do this, or a merchant republic, or a king to do this. A duke to do this, and as a lowly count, I can only take a small loan of 100 gold. So, it's kind of interesting, and then we can hide those loan decisions. We can also toggle marriage decisions. This is really neat because it allows you to automatically marry off your courtiers. So, for instance, if I just don't want to deal with it and I just want them all to get married, I just click this button, which is neat. Let's toggle that back off. And then is war possible? Enables a set of decisions showing the requirements for holy wars and wars against allies. If you can activate every relevant decision, you should be able to declare war. So you click that off, and then you can see from here base holy war requirements. So this tells you what you need in order to attack. So see how it says one of the following must be true. Does not have the trait content. That is true. I'm not content. Therefore, I've met that condition. Next one down. One of the following must be true. Does not have the trait craven. I've met at least one of those conditions. One of the following, now I'm looking way further down. One of the following must be true, either lunatic or possessed. All of the following must be true. And then at the very bottom of this, has piety of at least 100. I don't have 100 piety. So if I click this, notice how I can't click it? Or it doesn't have it's not a clickable thing. It's basically telling me I cannot holy war. But I can pagan holy war. See how I can? We have no King's Peace thing. So that goes away. That lets you know who you can attack, which is just pretty nice. War upon allies. So depending on your traits, you just can't do certain things. One of the reasons I was eager to play this mod is that if I did end up getting a really ambitious character, the mod does a good job of restricting you from being too gamey and doing crazy stuff. So, kind of cool. We can dismiss those. We've also got invite noble, spy, diplomat. Go on a hunt. What better way than to start the game off by getting maimed? We could try to murder my nephew. Looks like there's some extra information on the tooltip as well. I imagine we have the ability to plot against him because he must be my half-brother's heir. Yeah, it goes to Nikephoros, which is his son, and then I am Alexandros. I'm third in line, so Theophano. Interesting, she's actually able to inherit. Agnatic, cognatic. Interesting, so she could take. So yeah, well, being a schemer, I think we should definitely plot to kill my nephew because I'm envious and I want to take his stuff. It's mine. I covet my neighbor's land. So, okay, great. Well, let's let a little bit of time go. I'm gonna hide most of this stuff because I hate it. It's stupid. Doesn't help me. I've already sent off my marriage request and we're ready to go. Do we want a little bit of money or do we want some prestige? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We're not greedy, so we don't really have anything that's going to lead me toward it. Do we want to collect it, or do we want to say respect the wealth? I think we'd take the money. Okay, so good. So we didn't have to give away land right away, and that's always nice. I have decided to institute the low Feudal Obligations Law. That's my half-brother trying to raise low feudal obligations in our duchy. So that would increase the amount of everything I have to give him. So I'm going to ignore it. Ah, take that, brother. Damn, he did it anyway. I don't really need my support, apparently. Okay, well, we don't have an heir, so we should definitely get to work on our wife. That didn't sound very nice. Religious differences. You're Catholic. And I'm an Orthodox. Well, whatever. At least she's lustful. That should go well for us. While strolling outside one day, you stop to relieve yourself. As you finish, you notice a bit of gleaming on the ground. Careful to not step on your urine, you step towards the shiny object and realize that it is a few gold coins. What luck. Nice. That's funny. Wow, you... I can't stop laughing about that. Looks like the Basilius, or as he likes to call himself, his empire. He's called it the Basiliae or something. He's currently involved in the... Wow, he's actually helping out with the Norman conquest of the Balkans. Interesting. How did he get called into that? Alright, well he's hostile to, you know, basically Italy and that whole area. And then he's also dealing with this invasion of Armenia. And that starts at the very beginning of the game. It's already, that war's already declared. Hopefully he doesn't lose. If somebody is coming over and sieging my father's land, or my brother's land. I tried to make Kefal Antiochos of realize it's just some mayor. Who cares? I don't care. And I think I'm gonna wrap this one up here. I haven't had much go by yet, but you know, we got everything in order. Now we're ready to play, and I am definitely looking forward to this mod. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. We'll see you soon.